This is In-Depth. It's something we often take for granted, turning the tap on and out comes water, clean, safe water. But the Evansville Water Sewer Utility is citing a 5-year study saying the current 125-year-old plant is well past its prime. Today, Mayor Lloyd Winnecke and the utility announced a proposed $177 million plant to replace it. And joining me now tonight is Mayor Winnecke, and thank you so much for being with us tonight, Mayor. On your Facebook page today, you posted pictures of the inside of that current plant that pretty well tells the story. And we're going to bring those pictures up right now. Tell me about that.
If you read the history of the Evansville Waterworks facility, I mean, it's really a phenomenal history to read. Construction actually began in the 1890s, and there are large sections of that original plant that are not only still there, but still in service to the city. So some of the pictures that your viewers are watching right now are things that date back literally over 100 years. I think it's safe to say that the city of Evansville has gotten an excellent return on that investment. But again, after a 5-year study, it's time to look at a new investment for a new generation.
And one of the reasons that the utility is saying a new plant is needed, the plant's bones are becoming brittle like an old car. And the utility says it's hard to get replacement parts, and they literally have to customize this. Looking at some of those pictures, especially that one shot of those pipes, to think that more than 23 million gallons of water are being pumped through those, I'm trying to process that, and that is remarkable that this whole plant is even still going as it is now.
Yeah, I'll tell you two things. One, it's a testament to the engineers who built the original facility and have added on, and it's a testament to the expertise of Rick Glover, who runs the Waterworks treatment plant, and the army of staff that he has there that keeps water service running to our city. If you go through there, Brad, you will find 9 dedication plaques. So the building has been added on to many times over the decades. But to your point, much of that stuff, much of the piping and whatnot is rusted. The quality of the water is still outstanding. But we look at it this way. If you think about the water lines and water mains that we've been replacing over the last few years, think of that as sort of the arteries and veins of your body. The distribution plant is really the heart. And it's time to look at replacing the heart of the system, one that was opened in 1900.
And Mayor, any time, though, that we talk about a project of this magnitude, and customers have seen their water, sewer, and trash collection bills steadily climb. Part of that is an EPA federal mandate, the line item regarding combination sewer lines. But what do you say to those customers who see the price tag of this new plan and what it may mean for their bills?
Yeah, I think that's a very fair question. I think there's 2 ways to answer it. First, we've done our best working with our outside financial consultants and engineering firms to make sure that the increases are mitigated to the best extent possible. So the highest monthly increase over the 5 years will be capped at $3.47. So we think that's certainly manageable, and we appreciate that many people are still challenged based on the economy. But the other thing to keep in mind is if you look at the sewer side of the utility, what we're under a federal mandate by with the US EPA and the Department of Justice, these are investments in the sewer system that had been largely ignored for generations. I don't think we want to be that generation that ignored the demand to replace a water treatment plant, because in 5 years or 10 years or 12 years or whatever, we may be in a dire emergency and have to do it urgently. The simple fact of the matter is this is a lengthy process. It's probably going to take 4 to 5 years once rates begin to be adjusted and we can actually start the engineering and construction.
And let's talk about what lies beneath the ground here in Evansville. Evansville is an old, historic city. And some would argue, as you intimated, that the can's been kicked down the road so many times as far as what we do under the surface. But where are we now in rebuilding that infrastructure? I mean, Alan Mounts, the former utility director, and I often talked about there are hundreds of miles of pipeline we're talking about here. Where are we right now on this endeavor?
Well, in 2017, the city made a commitment to replace 15 to 20 miles of water lines a year. As you know, we have a lot of water main breaks, and you could literally look at a heat map and see where we have the most frequent breaks. So we went out and prioritized those lines and replaced those. We've replaced about roughly 45 to 50 miles of water line. We have a little over 1,000 miles of water line in our city, but it's expensive. It's $1.8 to $2 million per mile. So it's not like we can just go out and all of a sudden replace 1,000 miles of water line. It would be cost prohibitive to do it at one time. But we do believe that the need, our priorities have changed from starting to replace a great deal of water line to replacing the water treatment plant. As you noted, we've been studying this for 5 years, and we believe the time is right.
Okay, and of course, we've got less than 30 seconds here, Mayor, but in addition to building the plant, we have to move the city garage to make room for the footprint of the plant, and also all those water mains that will be going into this new plant, and that will also add to the cost.
Well, actually, that is included in the cost.
Is that included in the cost?
170 some odd $1 million. So it's not an additional cost. That is baked into that cost. And I think it's important to know the reason we want to put it at the site of Veterans Parkway and Waterworks Road is based on its proximity to the river. The farther away we go from the river, the more expensive a facility would be. We own the land there, and we think we can relocate the city garage, build a water treatment plant there, and it turns out to be a win-win for our community.
Well, it will be quite a process. Mayor, thanks a lot for talking with us tonight, and we will watch for developments on this. And take care and stay safe.
Thank you. My pleasure.
All right. You're watching Eyewitness News at 9. Brandon will be back in just a moment.